This, believe it or not, is your daily rail. And there's not a train or a rail track in sight. Special permission granted today to access the what is now channelized Dagenham Brook. The reservoirs next door. I'm in the Douglas Eyre sports ground. It's obviously a long story. Wayne knows about it. We've been down there. I've actually, in my time, have not only trudged through the water down there, but also I've walked along the flood relief canal. Now, an interesting fact that I will tell you about. Over there is Thames Water property behind that other fence. Wayne, you know the secret behind that first fence. The Dagenham Brook here, before it's rerouted, used to follow those trees, but the flood relief canal there was put in between 1950 and 1955, and the spoil you can see in various places. Now, what has this got to do with rail, I hear you all cry? Well, that's because over there where that new school is, there, which is where I'm going now, and I won't be able to continue it for this long, so this will be like a prequel to what I'm doing. But over there is an old, I still call it dump, but people call it culvert, that used to feed the Dagenham Brook for drainage at the end of the cutting. And it's not because I've got nothing better to do, it's because I'm genuinely interested in it, and I followed this. My mum actually writes local history books. My dad writes books as well, and you know, I've got an interest in sort of local history and stuff. And you know, when you browse late at night and you see hidden drains under here, this is all floodplain here next to the River Lee, the River Lee Basin. That's a much later reservoir over there, because in the early days they dug them out. The Irish dug them out. Latterly, because of electric pumps, they then filled them up rather than dug them out, so it's not gravity fed. But here is quite interesting. Wayne Guttridge, we know about this. We've been in there, not from this side, but we know about that. So what I'm doing now, the interesting thing is, for anybody who's interested, that might include, or not restricted to, you know, the usual bunch, is that if you look at Google Map satellite terrain edition of this very playing field, or even Bing by Microsoft, whether they've given that up now, I don't know, but during the times that they photographed this from above, you can quite clearly see the original hidden drainage that connected where I'm going to now, which is quite interesting because I think it's called Bridge 55, which would mean that, oh, that makes sense, yeah, because 57 Pretoria at the end of the cut is obviously 57. Then you would have 56, which is Black Horse Road, and I'm heading towards 55 for the first time now as your daily rail. Join us.